Hello, Abnormal Investigations. Welcome to another drop today, guys. We're doing a 2-drop day today. I hope you all enjoy this one. And I want to thank each and every one of you for helping support Bring Hunter home. It's making a huge difference, and it means a whole lot to us. All the links are in the descriptions if you would like to help. Here's today's encounter. I grew up in the southwest Colorado. This happened about 2 years ago in the National Forest near my home. I had my 7-year-old Labrador Retriever with me while I was hiking on this particular evening in late August. I was going through a hard time and went hiking a lot to clear my head during that time. I had been hiking for about 4 hours without seeing anything but a few chipmunks and a black bear. My lab was trotting beside me happily, excited just to be outside, when we decided to stop along the canyon ridge for some water and the dinner I had packed for the two of us. His was just a can of dog food, but I had made myself a nice spread of cheese, crackers, a turkey sandwich, and some apple juice. When we had finished with our dinner, I began to tell him what I was thinking about, mostly just problems with my friends, as I'd had a rough time in high school, and my lab was my best friend. "Come on, old pal, let's head back to the car." He leapt up happily and began to trot beside me again. We didn't make it a mile before a feeling washed over me. I was being watched. By what? I thought, there's no one out here for miles, I reasoned with myself. That's when my lab's ears perked up and he began to have a low growl. "Remy, what's the matter?" I asked him. The fur stood up on the whole back of him, the way he does when he's angry at the mailman. He started to run and chase after something, and I called him. He never ever disobeys a callback, not ever. I heard heavy footsteps running from his barking, and he gave chase after whatever it was. "Remington, you get back here," I yelled after him. When I finally caught up with the mutt, he had every single fur up, teeth bared and growling at a large dog. Sure, he would give chase to creatures all the time, but never ever would he be so aggressive. I looked at the dog after I leashed him. It wasn't a normal dog, it was a huge dog, with dark fur and a single silver spot over its eye. I thought, this has to be a wolf. Its legs were muscular, the muzzle covered in dried blood, the head. It was huge. It was up to my chin on all fours, and the creature had red gleaming eyes. I slowly started to back away from the wolf. "It's okay," I reassured it. "He won't hurt you. We will go now," I told it. It took a step toward us. My eyes went wide as saucers. Remington growled and jumped at the leash at the wolf. That's when I started feeling terrified. The wolf stood up on its hind legs, grew muscles right before my very eyes. The legs looked human, the chest was like a man covered in hair, and the creature bared its teeth, looking me directly in the soul. Remy cowered behind me, whining and whimpering now. Terrified, the creature towered over us, at least 8 feet tall, and snapped its teeth at me like a snapping turtle. It began to sniff me, and Remy circling us. I couldn't move at all. When the creature touched its muzzle to my back, sniffing, suddenly the creature wailed, and I thought, I'm going to die. It's calling the others. We will die here. I looked down at my terrified lab. We reached an agreement. I shoved the creature as hard as I could. It fell, and we ran. I ran like I would never see tomorrow, and Remy kept pace. "Come on, buddy," I said to him. I could feel the heavy footsteps of the creature behind me. I pushed, and I ran faster and faster. I reached the road, and I looked back. A huge mistake. The creature was no more than 10 feet behind us, sprinting at full speed. That's when I hear it. A truck. A really big truck coming toward us on the road. I kept running, and I saw it. I turned, and the creature was gone. We ran until we reached a car. I threw the backpack in, and Remy jumped inside, and we thundered down the road at 45 miles an hour. Any faster and we would crash. I heard a horrible howling sound. The creature was in the rear view, giving chase. I couldn't go any faster. We cracked around the curves and hit many potholes. Thank God my car has a lift on it. It was only 3 feet behind us as I could hear the pause over the engine. That's when we hit the pavement. My small Jeep now is up to 60 miles an hour. We lost the creature and continued down the road back to my house. We got inside. Both of us were shaking. My parents asked what had happened. I told them we saw a bear, which wasn't entirely false, as we did see a black bear earlier. Remy and I eventually calmed down enough to go to sleep. I woke up at 2 a.m. because I had to go pee. I started to get out of bed when I heard a growl outside my window. Oh God, I thought. I was terrified. Remy stayed silent and began to shake as I slid out of the bed and walked to the door, keeping my eye on the window the whole time. The growl deepened, and eventually the creature roared and pounded 3 times on the wall. I screamed and ran into the living room, waking my family. My dad grabbed the shotgun and ran outside, but the creature was gone. He fired 2 shots into the air. The siding of our house had been deep scratches in it, 2 feet to the right of my bedroom window. I have since moved out from my parents' house. Remy and I don't go hiking anymore, and I've never seen the creature again. Some part of me wants to go back and see it again, but I know to steer clear of those woods after seeing that wolf creature. So remember, if you're camping in the national park, beware of Spring Creek trails. There is something out there, and it will follow you home. Again, guys, it sounds just like what we talked about earlier. When these creatures happen to see you for some reason, something causes them to follow you home. Luckily, this one went back. Some of them do. Some of them stay one night, they go back. Some of them you never get rid of. My granny, unfortunately, they could never get rid of the one that came to their house. And more things followed, and more things followed, and it got worse and worse and worse. So, if you're out and you run into something like that again, I would not go directly home. I would probably take a shortcut, wash my car, do a few things to throw it off. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We got a good show set up for you guys. Look forward to spending the night with you. I've got a busy day today, guys. I've got to get some sleep. This Friday, me and Sarah's going to do some running and take care of some things, and I'm glad to get this one done. It's only 3 a.m., guys, so I hope you enjoy the double drop today. It's worth it to get these out to you guys. And again, guys, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. Thank you so very much for the support, and don't forget to smash that like button. We'll see you on the next one.